Hi everyone. Okay, I want to talk about numbers. A quick talk about numbers. Numbers, as in house numbers. Now, house numbers have nothing to do with Feng Shui in that sense. We do have numbers in Feng Shui, and what we do is we support these numbers if they are good, as in their time. It's their time now. And then we remedy, we weaken, we drain the numbers that are not good, so they don't serve us at this time. And so everyone always says to me, "Oh, I've got an 8 at the end of my phone number," and etc., etc. That's really good. The thing is, it has no relationship with Feng Shui. Okay, so with the numbers, each of the numbers has its own vibrations. And the reason 8 is so huge is because 8 has good vibrations, and we are now in an age 8. So that age 8 that we are in right now is the whole thing about it is about youthfulness. It's also about hands. So this is why everything is done with our hands in this cycle. Surgeries are now done with robots, which we control, games, your thumbprint, etc. We're having, teenagers and young children having difficulties with their hands because, texting all day, etc. So we've got to find remedies for that because we're in that cycle of it right now. And it's called the seen or the unseen energy. So you don't actually see it, but you do feel it at the same time. And that's what we do. We balance both of those. And so that age 8 is going to run out in 2024. And then the age 9 is right now. Although that age 9 is already here and the age 1 is already here. So we've got 8, 9, and 1. And they're all now. This is their time now. So that 8, 9, and 1, and the one is here totally, and the 9 is here totally, because the 9 is the sky. So we're already trying to go and live up there. And the 1 is water, and we're already taking good care of our water. So whatever number your house is, it has nothing to do with Feng Shui. And the reason with the 4, as it's now a widespread viral thing that the 4 means death and you can't have a house with that, it's only in Cantonese and Mandarin. If, like I say in my workshops, I'd be more worried about if I had, a last name of death or something like that. The 4 is not like that here in Australia. It's not like that in the Western world. So it's part of a culture, and that's what you've got to grasp, that it's cultural, has nothing to do with Feng Shui. So the next time someone says to you, "Oh, you live in a house that's a number 4, tell them where to go, basically, because there's hidden energies here that you can't see. Once you work out the method, you know what they are, etc. And how do we know certain numbers are in and some aren't? Well, the 1 is totally in, because now for what do they call them, skin burns, we use the tilapia fish. So that is already a water element, which tells us that we are now going to use, or we've started using, things from that. The 9 is here and it represents the heavens, heavenly blessings. We're already taking care of our ozone layer. The 8 that is right now, and it does run out in 2024, but another earth element will come in. So that 8 is telling us that it's about the earth. We've got to take better care of the earth. So here we are taking better care of the earth, better care of our heavens, and better care of our waters. Before, if there was an oil spill, no one gave a hoot, no one knew about it. But now the minute there's an oil spill, everybody knows about it straight away. Okay, so keep that in mind. Don't get sucked in that, your house is a number 4 and ... There are so many variables, and seriously, if you can't, if you can't differentiate between the real, the logic, and what isn't logic, then really, you definitely need a consultant. But I can't persuade you you've got to understand it. It's no use me sitting here and saying, this is the meaning of Feng Shui. You can just Google that and look that up. But in this, there's the other side of it is the astrology. So with astrology, it's based on circles, it's based on cycles, it's based on change. And the same as astronomy, eclipses, all of that, it's about change. And, as a phony Feng Shui person wrote, that there's a relationship between the number of your home and Feng Shui. Yeah, that's what I would have done. So when your home receives its energy, just like when you are born, when your home receives its energy, it's when the roof is placed on. So heaven meets earth, and there's the destiny. And a consultant comes out with a compass and does that. So, I get so many saying, I'm in a house and it's number 8 and this and this and this. But what I recommend to people is, if you want to sell your home and you want a wider market, put 88 cents on the end of it in that way, and let's see. So how am I so sure of all of this? I learned this, I learned it for a long time, so I'm not just blah 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 about it. And as I said, when a certain number comes in, it has great vibrations. You can feel it, but it does not have anything to do with your home number. So yeah, whatever it is, just tell them where to go. You can't keep going on the same thing and the same thing when you have that much knowledge. You need the whole picture. Okay. And so this is why workshops are brilliant for that. If you want more, I don't actually give more when somebody asks me about the numbers, because I will just confuse you more. So that's why I say come do the course if you really want to know more. Because everything that moves, everything that changes, everything, it owes it to the trigrams. The trigrams are the numbers, and these numbers are flown, and that's how that we work with them. So this year the 9 is in the center. Everybody should do well. If you're not doing well, I would look at the whole house then. Like I say to most people, if you don't sleep well, if you wake up as tired as you went to sleep, change to another wall for a couple of days and see the difference. Okay, so this went on longer than I thought, but yeah, it was 3 questions about the numbers, so I thought, yeah, I've got to address it. You have a question, let me know. And this is flowing so well because I just thought, what am I going to talk about? There's too much. And it's the questions that come in, and then I know what to talk about. Now, I'm going to do a little plug here. So I do have the book 1 of Feng Shui, and it is about the tools, the myths, and the misconceptions. So the number thing is in there as well. Whatever else, the fridge, the makeup, the hair, all of that. Yeah, I know I haven't got to that. So yeah, let me know if you would like a copy of that sent out to you. But I hope you have a great night, and I hope I've educated you in some way. And come do the course. The course is actually, the next course is starting in August. So yeah, toss a coin if you are thinking about it, and it will tell you. Thank you very much for tuning in. I'll see you tomorrow. Shorter though.